Hope everyone's doing good. Get all set up here. Let some people get in here. Then we can check the volumes and everything. Then we'll get started. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone finds our chat this afternoon. Haven't been on here in a while, so we'll just give everyone a few minutes to get in here, and then if no one shows up, we'll just start. I'll just start blabbing, and we'll see where we go from there. Yeah. Trying to get everything set up here. All right. We get a couple people coming in here. What's up, everybody? If you guys could do me a favor, I know there's just a few people in here, but if you could maybe put a 1 in the chat if the audio is good, I'd greatly appreciate that. Just let me know that you can hear me okay. Worst thing in the world is to be talking and blabbing and no one can hear me. Awesome. Thank you, Adri. How are you doing this afternoon, evening, whatever it is? It's night at some people, so yes. So we had an awesome day yesterday, and awesome. It's loud and clear. We had an awesome day yesterday. We had an open house in Kailua Kona, and we were able to go and talk about ocean janitors, and we got to talk to a lot of different people. So that was fun. So I wanted to get on here and chat with you guys a little bit. And I am so sorry that you're tired, Adri. So I hopefully you get some sleep. I know you work too hard, girl. So. But anyways, we're going to talk a little bit about what we talked about yesterday, and then answer one of the questions that I got from someone. That's the whole purpose of this live is what would we do with $1 million? So that's the theme for tonight. What would we do with $1 million? You might be asking, what would you do with $1 million? Well, we're going to answer that question, what we would do with $1 million tonight. So that's what we're going to try to answer. So whenever we do open houses, or we go do fairs, or whatever festivals, whatnot, they're fun to do. But we talk to a lot of people, right? And so we talk. And as Adrian knows, I love to talk, right? And so that's one thing I don't lack, is talking. So, but one of the things that's a little bit weird about it is you are telling the same stories over and over and over and over, right? And so a lot of times you forget and you lose track of whether you've told this person that story or not, because it just kind of all rambles together. So I hope that makes sense. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's an age thing. I don't know. But anyways, it just kind of gets a little bit confusing, and it all kind of runs together. So But one of the things that we talked about specifically, and if you guys want to talk about anything else, that's fine. You can ask questions or whatever. But I just kind of want to do a quick rundown on what we did yesterday. We were able to talk to some really awesome people, and it was getting the word out, spreading the word on ocean janitors. If you haven't seen our booth that we set up. Hey, I'm doing awesome today. Thank you very much for that, Liam. So, but if you haven't seen our booth, go check out the live I did yesterday, and you can kind of see a little bit. We had a bunch of stuff on the table. We had a net on there, and as our tablecloth net that we took out. And then just some little things that we found in the water, and just kind of making people aware of what's in the water, and showing them what we're doing, right? So, anyways, one of the questions that came up was this question right here. Someone asked me this specific question was, what would I do with $1 million? So I kind of getting excited. I thought maybe she's going to write me a check, but anyways, you never know, right? Um, but what would we do with $1 million? And so that's the question that we're going to talk about a little bit tonight. We had a lot of really good questions, a lot of good things that came up, a lot of good discussions with a lot of different people, and that was just a great day yesterday. It wasn't too hot, so I was pretty happy about that. But we were able to just have some really good conversations. So I want to not take forever tonight, but I want to answer that question. What would we do with $1 million? So my answer was this. I actually had a gentleman ask me uh, what my budget is for the year, right? What our budget is for the year. And so that's kind of a hard question. I told him, I said, that's kind of open ended because my budget is whatever I bring in, we put right back into what we do. So if I got $1 million, well, then I would put that back into what I'm doing, and you know, we would find a way to spend it. We'd have plenty of stuff to spend it on. But I'm self funded, right? So it's like whatever I'm only able to do money we get, right? So we're a 501c3 nonprofit, right? We're nonprofit, and so we can only operate with the money that we get in, um, or whatever I'm able to put in, right? Which is not much. So, anyways, by the way, I was going to tell you we handed out pins. So we were asking for donations for pins, and hey, we got donations, and there you go. Don't forget to go to our website. We do have oceanjanitors.com, right, is our website, but we also have oceanjanitors.org, org. So we have both of those sites, and so they both go to the same um, page. So, anyways, if you haven't checked out our website, please go check it out. We would love for you to be able to do that. So, anyways, the gentleman was asking me, what's our budget for the year? And I said, well, our budget is whatever we bring in, right? So, hopefully that makes sense to you. So it's not. So I said, whatever we bring in, we put back in. And so the lady asked me, if you have $1 million, would you be able to spend that? And I'm like, well, my jokingly, I said I'd just retire, and then I'd hire someone else to do it, you know. So that was being funny, right? But in all seriousness, and you know, we talked to so many people yesterday. I actually we have our purpose written down. We have stuff on our website that talks about what we want to do, and what our goals are. Um, but I wanted to kind of go over that in a video format. What would I do if I had $1 million? Well, we do have a plan. We have a plan laid out, a vision that is laid out, that we could execute if we had $1 million, right? Um, so if you have $1 million, you want to give it to us, that would be awesome. But I'm not asking for that. answering this question of what we would do is if we had $1 million. Um, we would start out by obviously getting a boat, right? If we had $1 million, we might get two boats, right? And this is not to enrich myself. This is to enrich our community. It's to help our community, to help our ocean, right? And so we could go out and be able to take boats out, maybe a couple boats, and have a crew, right? So that's all part of our vision of what we want to do. We want to have boats that go out and get rubbish, get trash out of the ocean with crews on them. Okay, so what does that entail? So now you're talking about needing crew members, needing people that that can go out, can scuba dive, right? Because that's what we do. And so what we would love to do, this is our long-term vision, long-term goal. Our we live in an area that jobs are very scarce, right? I mean, you have to drive, most people that are down here that work have to drive a minimum of an hour one way to go get to work, right? So how cool would it be to be able to just hop out of bed, being living in a rural area, hop out of bed and be able to walk down to the dock and say, "Hey, I just showed up to work." How cool would that be? And then Kevin shows up with the boat, and we say, "Hey, look, we're going to go out, and then you're able to make some money today." Well, we can't do that now because I don't have the money to do that. But we're talking about what would I do with $1 million? Well, what I would love to do is I would love to be able to take some of those people, those individuals that want to work, ones that want to do something for their community, want to do something for their ocean, and train them to scuba dive, get them certified in scuba diving. Not only get them certified, but also get equipment for them. Get them their equipment, and then we go out and through training and everything else, we start developing individuals, people of going out and cleaning up our waters, right? So that would be the whole training process, and then we could grow from there. And as we expand, we could have a lot of the kids that are coming up have programs where we could teach them scuba diving, or we show them scuba diving. And that's been one of my things. There are groups that have come in to different areas, and they've trained them how to scuba dive, right? Well, my whole problem with that has been, which, don't get me wrong, I my hat's off to anyone who spends money to do stuff like that. But one of the biggest problems has been is those individuals, those people that got scuba certified to go out, um, the individuals that got them scuba certified are able to walk away and say, "Hey, look at what we did. This was such an awesome thing that we did, and that's great." But the problem is these individuals that are scuba certified now, they don't have the money for equipment. They don't have the money for air. They don't have the money for tanks. They don't have the money for any of the stuff, right? So it kind of leaves them at a place where they're certified to scuba dive, but they don't have any. They're not able to use it, and you don't even know how many people I've come across that are scuba certified, and they're like, "Well, I mean, yeah, that's it's like having a license for a car, I guess you'd say, and you don't have a car, right? It doesn't really do you any good if you don't have a car. Does that make sense? So where would we work out of? That's a great question. We would work out of the places that we work out of now. We work out of local villages, and we go and hit all the different spots out of our main local village spot, and we go down the coastline. And one of the places is Plastic Beach, which is South Kona. And there's been a lot of documentaries on that beach. That it gets caught up in the, what do you call it, the current, on all the plastics, microplastics, all the rubbish, the nets and all that stuff. plastic bottles, whatever, gets washed up right in there. Well, it's a very difficult road to get down to that beach. It'll beat you up, your car up, whatever, and then you also have to haul the stuff out. Well, what we want to do, and it has to be done in certain times of the year that it's very calm. We want to go in the water and do the water side. A lot of organizations have done the beach side, but we want to do the ocean side, and we want to make sure that the water's clean you know for the coral on the water side, for the animals on the water side. So that's what we want to do. So that's where we would base it out of, and we'd go up and down the coastline on the big island. So if we had $10 million, we could expand to other places. And I say that kind of loosely, right? It doesn't have to be that much, but we could cover all the islands, right? How cool would that be to have the vision to cover all the islands with crews that go out and they go out and clean the ocean? That would be awesome, right? So that's our goal. That's our vision. We um, we have that. We That's our heart. That's what we want to do. But we got to have the money, right? So, anyways, so what else would we do? So we could have a crew of two. Boats are expensive. Um, Gasoline is expensive, as you all know that fill up your tanks, and just the operation with insurance and all that stuff. It's very expensive. Another thing we'd have to have is our normal operating um, tools. Scuba diving would be a compressor, so we'd have to get a compressor system that would be able to handle as much diving as we would be doing. So, and how cool would that be to be able to take that $1 million, to take that $1 million, and buy the supplies that we need for the individuals that would be using them, and the boats and the tanks, all the stuff, right, that we would need, and be able to supply that. We supply jobs. We'd supply clean up, cleaning up the ocean. We'd clean up the environment. We would be giving people that are in rural areas jobs, instead of having to drive all the way down to an hour and a half or whatever it is, one way, right? So that's the vision, man. That would be a really cool thing to do. So the point of the story was, as much money as we can get in, the need is there, right? So you could give me $100 million, and the need is there. We'd find things to use it for, right? So I really hope that makes sense, and I hope that I was able to answer that question. What would I do? What would we do with $1 million? So it wouldn't go in my pocket, right? It would go into our local area, and it would go to helping and supporting our local area. So so you say, well, Kevin, you don't have it. You don't have $1 million. You didn't get $1 million. So what are you going to do about it? Well, what I'm going to do is we're going to keep doing what we're doing now and do what we can do. Going out, what we do is we do beach dives, right? Where we go off the beach on different locations, different villages, different areas, and we monitor that way. We go in, and there are some areas that obviously we're not able to hit because they're too far, right? Or we're not able to dive there because we can't swim that far, right? So I actually had someone suggest to me that I get a kayak and go out to this one point that is really far out, and I was like, okay, well, I've got scuba gear, I got all this stuff. Um, that would be fine, but how am I going to get back if I'm going out to collect rubbish? How am I going to get all that back, right? So there's a lot of logistical things that we've already thought about, that we've planned out. We've you know we've planned, and we just, what we need is, we've got to have the funds to be able to do it. So However long it takes, whatever it takes for us to do that, whether we are able to get grants. And I'll tell you right now, if anyone out there is a grant writer, we do have some individuals that know about this stuff and they're keeping their eye out for different grants. But if you know of any grants that can help us out, man, it would be greatly appreciated. You might not have the money, but you might be able to find someone who can. The biggest thing is we are transparent. We're transparent about, you could say, well, you're asking for money and we don't know where it's going to go. I'm going to tell you something right now. You're going to know where it's going to go because you're going to see us posting on Facebook. You're going to see it or on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. You're going to see us on social media, and when that money comes in, right, you're going to see what we're doing with it. So it's not going to be like so let's say this. If you see, Kevin chilling out, in a speedo on a yacht, well then, which I'm sorry to put that image in your head, right? But if you see that, then you're going to be like, oh shoot, this guy is spending the money on other stuff. But if you see us with a boat, a nice boat, one that will take care of what we need. Well, sorry guys. I hate it when that happens right in the middle of my sentence. Hopefully everyone's still out there, so hopefully you can still hear me okay. Anyways, so when you see it on YouTube that we're out there pulling nets and pulling tires and pulling trash and putting it in the boat and hauling it back, then you'll be like, oh shoot, yeah, that money went to. So we're completely transparent because we're open right here. I just want you guys to know where our heart is. I want you to know that we have a vision, we have a purpose, we have a vision for what we're doing and which way we're headed. And honestly, things can't expand fast enough for me, right? But I have to give it time and I have to trust the process and I have to believe that everything's going to happen when it's supposed to, right? So I did talk to one person. It was kind of cool. They were talking about, oh, I know where it was. They were talking about Pebble Beach in California. It's a famous golf course, and they have groups that go out and clean up the in the ocean all the golf balls that get hit out. And I was like, wow, that is cool. Like out here on the Big Island, we have a couple golf courses that are on the edge, and it'd be kind of fun to go see if see how many golf balls are in the ocean and clean that up. That's just kind of a bucket list for me. That would be fun to do. But anyways, there's plenty of areas and plenty of different spots that we can hit right where we're at. So hey, just be thinking about all that stuff, and I just wanted to answer this question. Like literally, I don't want people to think that I don't have a plan. I want everyone to know that yeah, if someone wrote me a check for $1 million, we would be implementing. Um, Shoot, you write me a check for $5, we'll figure out somewhere where to, somewhere good to put that, right? But if someone wrote me a check for $1 million, would I be able to? What would I do with it? And I just really wanted to answer that question. So if that's you, we do Venmo and PayPal, right? So you can just go to the link in the description and help us out. I do want to say that I do want to say thank you to those that gave us money yesterday at the event and have given money to Venmo. We greatly appreciate it. We're trying to make some headway and we're trying to get caught up on all of the 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 cost of starting a 501c3. I mean, it's not cheap. So we're trying to, get ahead on that. So, anyways, thank you very much, and hopefully I answered those questions, and hopefully was able to present a vision to you guys that's um, that you can understand, right? That you guys know that you get it, right? So, do you guys have any questions before I go? I don't want to sign off too soon, but I want to make sure that I've answered all your questions. So, you like that, Adri? Is that a good plan? So, if Adri approves of it, then that's all that matters. I don't care what anyone else thinks. So, I think the heart of it is we just want to help out and we want to do our part. I've said it before. The word that we use in Hawaii is the kuleana, and it's our kuleana giving back. It's what it's our part, just doing our part here in Hawaii to help out. So thank you, Adri. I appreciate it. So and that's the thing, man. It's like we don't do what we do to get thanks or to get accolades or get whatever. We want to do the job and we want to get it done because we know it's out there. Like a lot of people want to get focused on the rubbish, right? And well, how I can't believe people would do this, or I can't believe they would leave their stuff there, or I can't believe this. And well, I try not to get caught up in all that, right? I just try to go, well, it's already there, right? And so the only thing I have control over, I don't have any control over that person throwing the bottle out the window, right? Hopefully you guys are with me on that. I don't have any control over that. But I do have control of whether I pull my car over, jump out safely, not to get hit by anyone, jump out and go pick up that bottle and take it and dispose of it properly, hopefully recycle, right? So I do have control over that. I don't have control of the fisherman that throws the net out or loses the net and it floats in over the coral. But I do have control of getting it out. And so that's what I try to focus on, the positive of it, and not getting upset about someone throwing something in the water. It's like, well, I just have to go and I got to get it out, right? So hopefully that makes sense. So I'm not going to run out. I want to show you guys a couple things from yesterday if I can reach it. Hold on just a second. So if you have any questions, let me know. Oh, here we go. So we were able to give pins out, and what we did was, like, we're self-funded, right? So I know a lot of groups are able to give away free stickers and all that stuff, and we gave a lot of pins away. We have our stickers, and we ask $5 for a sticker, just a donation, and then if anyone's in Hawaii or even in California, any of my friends, I've got one more of these. Okay, it's a large. So this is a large shirt, and it's one of these, right? So if someone wants a large, they're $30. Okay, so if you want this one because this is it, and I'll get it to you. Sorry, I don't have any more. Um, and also our pins, I showed you guys those. Um, what was the other thing? Oh, and I've got some mugs coming in. Okay, so if you guys have seen my mugs, the black mugs, they're like $20 for those, and it's just a donation. So we greatly appreciate that. But this is some of the stuff, the literature that we had. For I don't know if you guys can see that. So this is what we had for the event yesterday, and it just kind of talks a little bit about us, and it has all of our social media stuff on there. So we did that. Then we did Okay, hold on just a sec before I show you the rest. Okay, Adri, save you what? You want a cup or what? Because I will save you one if that's what you want. So this right here is our donations. I think yeah. No. This is like how much the shirts are and stuff. Oh, you okay? Sticker and a mug. Okay, I got it, Adri. I'll get that for you. Um, this QR code right here is to our Printify store. So that's pretty cool. Um, I actually ordered mugs from the Printify store. I ordered like 4 of them for the event yesterday, and they didn't get here in time. So yeah, so that's why I have them. So I've got I've only got 3 more left because Adri's got one. So and then this is our QR codes for this is what we use for our donations, Venmo and PayPal. So pretty cool. I hope you guys like that. So I had to get clipboards and stuff right to for all this stuff, and thank God I did because the wind was blowing like crazy, and yeah, and so these helped out really good because they didn't go flying everywhere. But this stinking lamination stuff, man, all this stuff, it costs money. So stuff's not cheap these days, man. So, but it's all good. So we made a few dollars to kind of pay back some of that stuff, and so you got to do what you got to do, man. It's all a price of business. So, anyways, cool deal. I think we covered a lot of stuff tonight. So, if there is not any more questions, I'm probably gonna get out of here. Um, I appreciate all of the love. I appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome. If you guys would like and share and subscribe this video, that would be cool. It's good because this will be archived, and if anyone asks what we do, what our vision is, they can always go on here and say, "Hey, these guys, this is what they would do if they had $1 million." Well, here's the thing: if I had $50,000, if I had $10,000, what I would do with it is I would do the same thing with 10,000 as I would 1 million, and that is I'd be responsible and I'd be transparent and I would do whatever I could, stretching that money as far as I could to get the job done. I don't know if you guys heard me, but I said one of the things I need to invest in is better Wi-Fi because this Wi-Fi is a joke. So the stupid thing keeps cutting in and out. So I'm sorry about that. My apologies. So anyway, so we what I was saying was no matter what we get in, no matter what amount of money we get in, we use that and reinvest it, and we spend it wisely, and we stretch every penny, stretch every dollar, and we don't just throw it away, right? So, anyways, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thanks for stopping by, and hey, it's an honor to do what we do. This island has been very awesome to us, and there's nothing I can do to give back what this island, this place, these people have given to me, and I greatly appreciate it. So, for welcoming my family and doing everything for my family, I can't do enough to give back. So I try every day to repay. So, anyways, I love you guys. Adri, I got your stuff, so you're all covered. So I might even get. I like you so much, I might even give you 2 stickers. So I gave your sister 2 stickers, so I guess I need to give you a couple as well. So, but she paid for them. But anyways, hey, you guys are awesome. So I am gonna shoot on out of here, and I'm glad that I didn't get any questions about my flag in the back. I like to joke around about that. I get people thinking I'm from Europe, which it's not a European flag, it's a Hawaiian flag. And I also get people thinking that it's, or trying to act like it's a Confederate flag. So, so there you go. There you go. There's the thing. A Russian flag. Yeah. Yeah. That's not a Russian flag. That's a Hawaiian flag. So, anyways, thank you guys. It's not a Confederate flag. It's not a European flag. It's not a Russian flag. It's a Hawaiian flag. That's funny, CJ. So, anyways, hey, you guys have been great. I hope that I've answered all your questions, and thank you guys for joining the journey. Thanks for being there. Thanks for seeing what we're doing. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos. I'm trying to get videos up, every day for you guys, and kind of let see what we're doing, to where you guys are along for the ride. So that way, when we are out on that boat and we are making videos out on a boat and we're doing that stuff, you remember the days when we just went out and we went off the beach, right? And you'll remember these days when we were quote unquote small, right? And so we want to do this together. We're doing it together, and it's just been it's a great ride, and I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for what's going to happen, what's to. So, anyways, hey, you guys have a great evening, and I'm gonna let you go. God bless. You guys take care. Aloha.